Good morning from Snake Mountain Boat Works on Monday, November 30. This is an update on removing the bottom planking on the 1953 Shepherd Sportsman. Reactions to the last video included several requests to sort of walk you through the misery I'm going through. I don't know what else to call it but misery. It's got to happen. That is removing all of the fasteners in the bottom of this boat. When I did the starboard side, I stripped all the planking first. As you see before you in this clip, all the bottom paint's still on. This is RJ's idea, and in fact it was a very good one. His feeling was that this is going to be one of these disembodied voices clips, that all the putty or whatever it was that fills the countersinks is now hard and brittle, so that by taking one of my 4 power tools and drilling until I see a little bit of brass shaving in every single square drive fastener head, all of the, well, in most cases, in the best of all possible worlds, all of the putty just fractures away. It's not always a trivial exercise to find the square driver in these smaller fasteners. Now, the way this bottom is fastened, as you would guess, is that there are heavy, long square drive screws. They look to be about number 8 by 1.5 or 2 inches that are sunk into the ribs, so that we have a pattern: rib, intermediate, rib, intermediate, rib. On the intermediate fasteners, we have a much smaller, probably I'm guessing it's a number 6 by about 3/4 inch fastener. So I am drilling the holes out with a 3/32 standard, really in truth, El Cheapo Milwaukee twist bit. The reason being that I make about 6 feet of surface, and that bit is all done. The next step is the air chuck. Drilled, I'm leaving. Let's see if we can move the camera and get a close-up. I am leaving a nice square opening into which my large driver, in the case of the rib fasteners, or a much smaller driver in the case of the butt joints and the intermediate fasteners, can go. So let's set the camera down, and remember that in life no good deed goes unpunished. So I'm guessing these guys are not going to cooperate, but maybe they will. And well, that one didn't. Roll for 2. Got number 3. These are the rib fasteners. These are the ones that give me the most trouble. The intermediate fasteners tend to come out nicely. The bucket is the graveyard of all these fasteners, because absolutely none of them will be reused. We will refasten this bottom with proper silicon bronze fasteners. Now, when they fail to back out, I use two different strategies. I'm not saying one's right and one's wrong, but I attempt to re-drill the drive hole, blow it, grab the large driver that I have on a Makita impact wrench, and hope. Ah, there we go. That one did it. As did that one. When they absolutely fail to respond, the next appeal is to a whole collection of Grabit that I have here, and intriguingly, especially with the smaller screws, the smaller fasteners. Here's an example of one. Yeah, I'd say that's a number 6 by 3/4. The drilling end of the Grabit, and remember you run these in a counterclockwise direction, will sometimes, if you're lucky, grab the square fastener and draw it out of the plank. So all of these are behaving nicely. Let's see about this long one. Let's see if we can back her out now. Now, the reason I've got the Grabit in a drill rather than an impact wrench is it gives me more control over speed. I can run the drill at low speed if I wish to. What I've learned, again, I don't know if this is right, wrong, or gospel, but these guys grip better if you allow them to turn somewhat deliberately and slowly and grab the material and back them out. So I am about 60% of the way from the transom to the bow. I will remove all of the fasteners and then strip the finish from these planks, at which point they will be removed and the inner planking will be removed. So we'll keep you in the loop. Thank you now from Snake Mountain Boat Works. Bye-bye.